You've been hearing in the marketplace that homes are selling for way over ask price in a couple of days. In this video, I'm going over the real estate market here in Kelowna and what homes are selling for on average versus the list price. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So we're looking at the entire market as a whole, and then we're gonna segment it out and just see where the most competition is. So stay tuned to the end because the last section will probably surprise you and just to see how hot this market actually is. Generally speaking, the higher this ratio, the higher the competition is in each of the ratios. So more people bidding on them. And so that really gives us an idea of where the competition is and where most people are looking to buy and what's the most desirable types of homes. So if you have one of these homes that have a high ratio, well, then that's going to be a good indicator that your home is high in demand. And depending on the area, winning over the top 5 neighborhoods last week indicate how hot your house will be and how well it's taken care of. So let's get right into it. So the entire market in the last 10 years averaged a list to sale ratio of about 97%. So I would consider that probably pretty healthy, anywhere between the 97% or 98%. So that's saying if you listed a home for $1 million, just for round numbers, on average for it to sell around $970,000. Right, looking now in 2021, that ratio is 99%. So that is just showing how much more competition there's out there in the marketplace for the entire marketplace. And so if you're listing a home for $1 million, it's sell for $990,000, and that is actually up, and that's trending upward. On February, it was actually 99.5%. When looking at other market like the condo market per se, might be, with everything going on in the world, this is probably the least ideal. A lot of people want contact-free zones, and they're not looking for a condo buildings, or maybe you are thinking about moving into a condo, but you're putting it on hold because of certain reasons. So it's a little bit cooler market here in the condo market, but overall it's still one of the top markets that we've actually seen in the past. Like, it is really comparable to 2016 condo market, which was just slightly above it. So in 2021, the average list to sale ratio is 98.4%, and comparing that to 2016, it was 98.31%. So it's actually really comparable to 2016, really when things were really taking off here in the Okanagan. And the 10-year average on this was, it was 96%, 96.85%, so just under 97%, which just indicates a little bit less activity, a little bit less demand for these ones, but it isn't growing. And the Okanagan is growing, and we're seeing lots of people move here, and it's going to continue to grow. People are moving to the single family or the townhouses market, which we're going to get into right now. These two markets are just hot. They're just on fire right now. Looking at the 10-year average for the townhouse market, it was a healthy 97.91%. So when we're looking at the averages, ranges, the entire market ranges from 97, 98 kind of range. So this was right in there at the 97.91%. And in 2017, the hottest market that the townhouse builds really got was 99%. So that was actually pretty incredible in 2017 to see all these townhouses really go for that high amount of money. But now we're looking at it in 2021, February, it hit 100%. The townhouse market is selling for 100% of its list price, and in February, that's just going wild. Homes are just selling fast. Townhomes are selling fast, and really not. And these are only the ones that are really that actually hit MLS, that actually hit the market, that we can actually physically track. Because a lot of these pre-builds, when you are building townhouses, maybe they're going to sell a bunch of them off before the pre-sales through other marketing, and it's not necessarily going to hit MLS, or maybe a couple hit MLS, but then they sell off the other ones from the other methods. So that is just really what they're going for. Another thing to point out is, in those townhouse markets, a lot of them are new builds too that we're seeing sell right now. And with these new builds, we're not necessarily going to see prices don't very often vary from the list price to the sale price from what we see on new builds. And this can go for any type of new build. pretty much just pay what the developer or the builder is asking, if it's proven to be, kind of indicative of the marketplace. And then looking at the hottest market, I mean, we've seen offers, been in competing offers on homes. Some offers have had 13 offers, another 18 offers I just heard over the weekend. This past week I was in a 13 offer situation, and homes are selling in these situations because it is so competitive. People are really dialing back all their subject conditions, and some people are actually going subject free. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but sometimes that's the only way you can really be competitive in these circumstances. Looking at the single family home market, 97.48% of the homes in the 10-year average, and we're looking at 2016, which was the next comparable, is 98.28. But looking at 2020, we hit in February another 100% for single family homes. It's just insane over that list price because we haven't seen it. It's unprecedented. These are record list to sale ratios. In February, in the States, they were hitting, there was a 2-week window where they hit record list to sale prices for the entire United States, which is incredible. So things are kind of crazy out there. Things are hot. If you're a seller, great time to sell. But the other question is, where do you go? Well, looking at these indications really give you an indicator of the percentages of what's your competition like? How much more competition are you experiencing? A lot of people are in the condo market. You have a little bit lower ratio, so that allows you to compete with less people. So if you are looking to downsize, that could be an opportunity for you where you can benefit from a hot single family home sales and move into a condo type situation. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the video. I'd love to hear any of your feedback.